So Goku and Vegeta have booked tickets back to the past, and Trunks is giggling at Black for failing to cancel their flight.
That's your bitch ass up.
Black then grips Trunks' face and slams him 6 feet into the ground. And good lord, there's more blood on Trunks' face than the entirety of Super's anime. Black then tells him he's going to continue leveling up, and bro is still gripping Trunks' face like a watermelon and smacks him into the concrete again.
And the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
Nah, there's literally nothing divine about this beatdown. He is just bullying him like it's secondary school. Mai then uses her shotgun as a hockey stick to get him off Trunks, but those hits did a whopping 0 damage, and Black uses his eyes to knock Mai out the way. Trunks can't let that slide, so he starts using Vegeta's technique to get away from Black. He then tries to fire off a solar flare, but his own sword commits friendly fire and cuts Trunks' face. And it turns out that Zamasu threw the sword, and he was literally keeping it in his wound, waiting for the perfect time to throw it. Zamasu then restores himself to full HP, and Black asks Trunks why he hasn't given up yet, but Trunks replies by saying that even if he dies today, someone else will take his place and violate them both. But then Black says the most outlandish thing ever. I see, you want to quote Gohan that badly? Then I'll make sure you join him in that puddle of his. So Black raises his hands to electrocute Trunks, and he must think he's in Mortal Kombat because he starts swinging him in the air just to try to break his spine. So Black looks like he's going to drop the craziest piano beat, and then he starts ramming Trunks into a bunch of flats. Nah, I can't believe bro was using Trunks to complete a Fortnite weekly challenge. Most of Trunks' bones had to have been completely shattered, and Black starts chomping down on a fire flower ready to end Trunks right here, right now. And Mai is watching this in absolute horror, so she pulls out the sword from the building and she starts legging it to return it back to Trunks. But Trunks asks Mai to run back the other direction, and bro has lost complete hope. And oh god, how is he going to forget his own motto like that? Black then reassures Trunks by saying that he won't blow up the earth, and Zamasu suddenly starts glazing Black's fireball by saying it's so bright and beautiful. Like, does he think he's a moth or something? Anyway, Black prepares to finish off Trunks, and look at how sinister that smile is. Like, you can just tell that Black is a complete psychopath, and I already know that Black would fit into Gotham perfectly like a glove. Anywho, Trunks looks like he's going to accept his demise, and out of nowhere, Gowasu enters the arena to help save him. The Kai gives Black the meanest death stare.
Oh shit!
Shin is also here to assist Trunks, and they all teleport out the area. Black's absolutely bamboozled, and future Zamasu asks him why the Kais are here, even though they died in this timeline so long ago. But Black assumes they actually came here from the past. Anyway, the rescue operation was a success, and Shin apologizes to them for taking so long, but the only reason he was even able to get to the future was thanks to the time rings. Gowasu then introduces himself to Trunks, and he starts bowing to Trunks because he's apologizing for everything that's happened to his timeline. Shin tells Gowasu it's not his fault because the master was evil to begin with, but Gowasu still blames himself because he thinks he should have realized that from the beginning. Anyway, Mai asks for their location, and Shin replies by saying that they're in the realm of the Supreme Kais when no one lives anymore, thanks to Goku Black, and he reassures them saying that they should be safe here until Goku and Vegeta return. But after his whole track record, do you really expect me to believe anything that Shin says? Anyway, we move to the beauty that is Zamasu's hideout, and Black's now concerned that they can't complete the Zero Mortals plan in secret. Zamasu also notes that if they get snitched on to Lord Zeno by the Kais, they're absolutely cooked, so he proposes to leave Earth. Black agrees to that plan and proposes to leave tomorrow morning, and Zamasu tells them that they should kill all the mortals before they depart. Anywho, Trunks and Mai are taking a quick power nap, and Shin regrets that Kibito isn't here to heal them faster. Gowasu then mentions that the healing power is only used by a Kai's apprentice to support the gods, and he finds it ironic that this power is being used by the dark side and that they should reconsider their power going forward. And out of nowhere, Shin senses that the Zamasus are killing all the Earthlings already. And oh god, did they just kill the elderly guy that Trunks saved from Future 17 and 18? Nah, this manga chapter is wild. Meanwhile, Goku is absolutely losing it, and he says that he's gonna go to Earth right now. But Shin begs for him to stay until Goku and Vegeta return. However, Goku thinks he can still persuade Zamasu to return back to the light, and so he just teleports to Earth on his own. Anyway, Black and Zamasu land at Tilted Towers, and Black spots a warehouse that contains the last remaining mortals. So Zamasu proceeds to go down there to exterminate them himself, and Goku teleports right behind Black to greet him. Black looks pleased that Goku is here, and he demands that Black should end his his evil ways right now. And the warehouse explodes, signifying that all the mortals on Earth have been killed. Gowasu then asks why Black has committed such heinous crimes, and Black responds by saying that mortals and peace run like parallel lines. Gowasu then calls that cap, and he says that he was trying to teach Zamasu the importance of watching over mortals. Black retorts and says that the only thing Gowasu ever showed him was that mortals always make the same mistakes over and over again. Gowasu then tries to appeal to Black by saying that it's his fault for Black going down this dark path, and Gowasu then asks him why he was moving like Gaul the God Butcher, and Black says that the gods would have never accepted his ideals and that they would get in the way of his plans. And Gowasu drops the mic by saying that Black's reasons literally prove that he is in the wrong. And oh lord, Black is literally sweating because he realizes that Gowasu is spitting absolute facts. Even after that, Gowasu still wants to start over with Black, and he questions why Gowasu is still trying his talk no jutsu, because Black thinks he's at the point of no return, but Gowasu reassures him saying that Black can still redeem himself. Gowasu then asks him to make an apology video to Lord Zeno, and afterwards they would return to Universe 10 together. Meanwhile, Zamasu makes his way out the warehouse, and he's really confused on why Gowasu is here. Shin, Mai and Trunks show up to stop Zamasu from interfering with Gowasu's talk no jutsu, but Zamasu isn't budging, so Trunks begins to square up, believing that he can stall him. Anyway, Gowasu asks Black to dap him up, and Black begins to move his hand. And I'm absolutely astonished that Black is going to revert to a good guy, and that Gowasu's persuasion actually works. Nah, I'm absolutely disgusted. Gowasu was only just trying to help him. And you know what's even worse? Black starts listing the other ways that he's already killed Gowasu. The first time was before he switched bodies with Goku, and the second time was when he was hiring the other Zamasu. And to top it all off, Black calls Gowasu stupid for thinking that he wouldn't just kill him on sight. And then the other three watch as Gowasu's corpse begins to tumble to the floor in absolute horror. And at the end of the chapter, they have the audacity to show this manga page. Nah, it just makes Zamasu's downfall even more depressing. Like, bro literally has his own version of Bubbles. Shin repeatedly begs for Gowasu to not die yet, but then Black looks overboard and he starts marveling at his work like he just painted the Mona Lisa. Shin then prepares to avenge Gowasu's death, and out of nowhere he charges in at Black, but then Zamasu intercepts him and kicks him into the concrete. And even though he failed, I have to give Shin tons of respect for trying to throw hands with Black. And in my opinion, I think that's the coolest thing he's ever done. Anyway, Trunks begs for Gowasu to stay alive, so he grabs his hand, and by some miracle Gowasu is still not dead yet, and bro starts coughing repeatedly like he needs some Lemsip. Mai then tells Shin that they've got Gowasu's reboot card, and everyone is so bamboozled by that statement. Black is then annoyed at himself for having the aim of a stormtrooper, and then he drops the ground floor and says that he's gonna kill everyone here, starting off with the Kais. Trunks then tells Mai to get her Hot Wheels bike and take Gowasu as far away as possible, and in the meantime he's gonna hold off Black until Goku and Vegeta return. And Trunks charges in as a Super Saiyan to scrap with Goku Black. Anyway, the two goats have returned to Trunks' timeline, and Goku senses that Trunks is on his last health bar, so Vegeta takes Goku's hand and teleports to the area. And even though he's on the verge of death, Trunks is still so elated to see Vegeta back. Vegeta looks so angry seeing his son being beaten to a pulp, and Goku realizes that Shin was also putting in work to help Trunks. Anyway, Black drops Trunks to the ground, and you know Vegeta is serious when he cracks his neck, and so Black and Vegeta agree to a change of scenery. Goku then runs to Trunks to give him a sensu bean, and Zamasu tries to stop him, but oh nah. Goku gives Zamasu the Prowler stare. Goku then teleports to Shin, and he gives Zamasu the Prowler stare a second time, and then he teleports out the area altogether, and Zamasu's absolutely shook. Goku, Shin and Trunks end up at Mai's location, and Goku gives her the iconic,
Hey, it's me, Goku!
and then Mai asks him to give a sensu bean to Gowasu.